from the 10. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Ingram. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They are led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season from Washington State, a former 6th-round pick in Gardner Minshew.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nelson Aguilar.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Dreadnoughts.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now it's Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 7, Dreadnoughts 0.
From the 17, Brady. He'll let this go deep for 6. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Adams, 30 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10. At their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 31.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be third down.
But it's third.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A throw over the middle taken in. 7 yards to pick up there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Minshew under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Minshew throwing on third down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. As the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
7-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Broncos 21. Redknapp 7.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remain for second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
At the 3-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Brady eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 24. Brady on the screen. This is Eckler. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Intended for David.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is fielded inside the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis.